Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Wen Sheng Hao, buenas noches, bonsoir, bonasera, boa noite, miram brema. Good evening and welcome to Quincy High School's 144th graduation ceremony here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. What a beautiful evening we have. I'm Assistant Principal Ellen Murray. To start, I'd like to thank David Murphy, Director of the Parks Department, Mr. Kevin Murphy, Director of the Quincy Public Schools Maintenance Department, Mr. Kevin Segala, Director of Quincy Public Schools Custodial Services, and all of their employees who have worked so hard at transforming this space into such a remarkable spot for us this evening. Thank you all. All right, at this time, I would ask that you all pay tribute to the processional of the educational learning community of Quincy High School. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin with our distinguished and honored platform guests, led by the Mayor of the City of Quincy, the Honorable Thomas P. Koch, Superintendent of the Quincy Public Schools, Dr. Richard DeCristofaro, Deputy Superintendent, Mr. Kevin Mulvey, Principal Lawrence Taglieri, and Dean for the class of 2019, Mr. Kevin Carey. And now we will welcome our faculty, who are the educators behind the great minds that we are celebrating today. We will begin with our guidance department, under the direction of Mrs. Paula McGady. The Guidance Department delivers a comprehensive school counseling program that works to address the academic, career, and socio-emotional needs of every student. Counselors seek to enable students to achieve our 21st century learning expectations, and they develop annual individualized education plans to ensure college and career readiness. This year, we amassed over 1,000 college acceptances. Our Career and Technical Education Department is being led by Department Head Mrs. Rebecca McGinnis. This department, which is comprised of 15 technical majors and numerous business electives, provides a wide range of programs for Quincy High School students to develop their talents. Each of these experiences trains students to advance in a specialized area as they begin their pathways to both the collegiate and workforce endeavors. Wonderful. And next, we have our English Language Learner Department. The ELE department, under the direction of Mrs. Kathleen Harrison, provides a nurturing and supportive environment to our students with limited English backgrounds. They meet with students after school, run special interest clubs, and encourage students to get involved in the student life at Quincy High. Our ELE teachers hold their students to the highest standards as they meet their diverse educational needs and enable each of them to begin their postgraduate pursuits as skilled, thoughtful, and highly qualified individuals. Thank you, ELE department. And next, we have our Special Education Department, under the direction of Mrs. Lorraine Kuzi. They strongly believe in helping students achieve what is often seen as the unattainable. They care about each and every student, supporting them academically, socially, and emotionally as they grow and mature. Teachers team with all departments in Quincy High School to assure that our special education students receive the finest and most inclusive education. Our teachers work diligently to assist the students in reaching their education and career goals. Thank you, Special Ed. Awesome, I love these applause. All right, next, our Social Studies Department, led by Chairman Kevin Bell. Our Social Studies team blends new and traditional instruction in order to help students know and appreciate the past, understand the present, and influence the future. The curriculum uses a variety of social studies disciplines to provide each student the opportunity to develop, value, and practice citizenship skills, explore issues, think critically, and appreciate the diversity of their society. And our English department, under the direction of Chairman Mr. Michael Ellis. offers challenging work for all levels of students, stressing writing, reading, and critical thinking. Through their labors, English teachers ensure that every student can develop the language skills they will need to enjoy a lifetime of sharing their ideas and of sharing in the ideas of others. Thank you, English. Next, our mathematics department is led by Chairwoman Mrs. Virginia Snell. The mathematics staff provides every student with the opportunity to succeed. We encourage students to take advantage of Quincy High School's unique 8-period schedule to increase their participation in our rigorous mathematics program, and our teachers have succeeded in helping many students earn college credit in advanced placement courses. This year, we inducted 22 new members into Mu Alpha Theta, the National Mathematics Honor Society. Through creative experiences that include team teaching, experiments, explorations, and innovative use of technology, our students are able to access not only the power, but also the beauty and, of course, the fun of mathematics. Thank you, mathematics. And now we have our Foreign Language Department under the direction of Chairwoman Edie Boynton. The Foreign Language Department offers courses in Spanish, French, Italian, Latin, and Mandarin. The curriculum challenges students to develop the ability to communicate in another language, gain an understanding and appreciation of other cultures, and recognize the benefits of foreign language study in today's interdependent world. Thank you, Foreign Language. Now we have our Science Department, chaired by Ms. Julie Krieger. The Science Department provides rigorous college preparatory programs as students learn through laboratory-based curriculum and numerous interdisciplinary initiatives. The department offers 5 advanced placement courses where students can earn college credit, and our annual STEM fair has over 200 participants with award-winning projects at the local, regional, and state levels. The prestigious Science National Honor Society has over 40 active members, and all students build a foundation to enter diverse fields, including alternative energy, medicine, green chemistry, environmental science, and biotechnical engineering. Thank you, science. And concluding this evening's faculty procession is the Art, Band, Choir, Theater, Physical Education, and Library programs at Quincy High School, joined by our Athletic Director, Mr. Kevin Mahoney. Our teachers strive to help each student to discover their unique abilities through engaging hands-on activities during the school year, to showcase their outstanding talents through participation in festivals, concerts, drama performances, and art competitions. Students also enjoy putting their fitness levels to the test and receive guidance about building and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Our electives enable our graduates to thrive at work, at home, and at school. Thank you, electives. We would also like to take a minute to recognize our deans, who also serve as our class advisors, as well as our security team. They're on the field tonight to ensure a well-organized and efficient commencement ceremony. Thank you, deans and security, for all of your hard work tonight and throughout the year. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, a special thank you to the Skills USA team, which you see wearing the red vests, for their assistance with this evening's ceremony. Thank you, students and Skills USA. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now proud to introduce to you the graduating class of 2019. This year's class is led by valedictorian Samantha Rochelle Van Gestel and class president Dean Cyril Swatz. Students will enter to the Quincy High School Band playing Pomp and Circumstance under the direction of Mr. Richard Keneally. Welcome, students. You may enter. graduates. At this time, I ask that the seniors who are members of the choir please join the choir, and will all who are able and not already doing so, please rise.
Colin, get over here.
We are excited that you could join us tonight in paying tribute and celebrating the outstanding efforts and accomplishments of the class of 2019. At Quincy High School, we celebrate the diversity in our community by fostering an environment of understanding and appreciation for our culture, ethnicity, gender, and religious differences. We treasure this diversity as a resource in our school community. Appreciating and understanding the diversities that are represented in our religious backgrounds is a goal we must always pursue in our commencement celebration. Tonight, I challenge all of you to celebrate and appreciate the differences that we have so that as a community, we unite to respect and understand each other. It is this unity that fortifies our prayers for a safe school. At this time, I would ask that you take a moment and pray in your respective faiths for the safety and well-being of our graduates, for the many men and women who protect us in our armed forces, and for those that you hold dearest to you. Thank you. And at this time, I ask that all gentlemen, graduates, and guests please remove their hats and headwear as we celebrate the significance of the freedom that our flag stands for. Please remain standing as we present our nation's colors and sing the national anthem. You are invited to join our Quincy High School choir under the direction of Mr. Timothy Carew with pianist Gingy Grimes as they sing our country's national anthem.
So proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, choir. You may be seated. Our choir will now sing a second selection titled What I Did for Love by Marvin Hamlish and Edward Klebon with arrangements by Audrey Snyder.
Kiss the day goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow.
That was amazing. Thank you. Now please focus your attention to our band under the direction of Mr. Michael DeMarco as they play Flourish for Wind by Ralph Vaughan Williams. Just incredible. Thank you. Thank you to our arts department. Each year you impress with your exceptional talents that have certainly left their mark on the Quincy High School artistry program. All right, at this time, I would like to introduce to you the president of the class of 2019, Dean Ciro Swats, who will be attending Emmanuel College this fall. Come on up, Dean.
All right. Good evening, students, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates, and welcome to the class of 2019 graduation ceremony. It's been 12 years in the making, but finally, we are here today to celebrate the end of high school. It feels like yesterday we were all freshmen, nervous of what the changes high school would bring into our lives. And now, here we are, about to receive our diplomas and enter a new chapter in our lives. For many of us, the last 4 years have been that of hardships, change. Despite what we each faced and how we responded, we all grew as people. Each and every one of us is here today due to the effort that we put into our education. All of that hard work has not only made our families proud, but is a testimony to ourselves as individuals and a sign of respect to those who couldn't be with us here today. My hope is that no matter what challenges we each face in our years after high school, we will continue to face them with the same level of dedication, whether it be our next step in education or our future occupations. I'd like to give a sincere thanks to all of you for giving me the opportunity to be your president. From freshman year when I was shaking on stage to now, a graduating senior presenting the welcoming remarks at our graduation, I can't begin to express how grateful I am that you voted me into office. Although it was more or less due to my memes, serving our class was the highlight of high school for me. And although high school is coming to an end, I will never forget everything this class has done for me. Congratulations to all of you for making it to this huge milestone in our lives, and good luck in all of your future aspirations. It is my pleasure to now introduce to you classmates and vice president for the class of 2019, Ann Ballard, and will be attending Suffolk University this fall. Come on up, Ann.
It's a great honor to introduce someone who has stood by us for the past 4 years and exemplified Quincy High's belief in tradition and pride. Please welcome our school's leader and Quincy High alumnus, Principal Lawrence Taglieri.
What a beautiful night, and you deserve every bit of it. Thank you, Ann. Mayor Koch, Superintendent DeCristofaro, Deputy Superintendent Mulvey, members of the superintendent's leadership team, members of the school committee and city council, representatives from our state and county delegation, former Quincy High School principal Frank Santoro, my colleagues, North Quincy High School principal Rob Shaw, middle school principals Dan Gilbert, Christine Barrett, and John Francisini, who just happens to be the proud father of one of our graduates. Dedicated staff, family, and friends, and of course, the class of 2019. It's a terrific honor and privilege to represent the staff of Quincy High School and share in this celebration with you. For many of you, your journey at QHS started as freshmen, and along the way, some of you joined this terrific class as sophomores, juniors, and even seniors. New students were welcomed, and you made what can often be a difficult transition for your new classmates seamless. You fostered relationships, created lifelong memories, and became a family. In the classroom, you built these relationships with our professional staff and pushed yourself to accomplish your goals. You made Quincy High School a terrific learning environment, and each of you were able to pursue your individual interests and showcase your talents. What will always stand out about you is the leadership you showed, whether in a title position or as a model for our underclassmen. Each of you has been instrumental in the culture and climate of your school. A student who exemplified this spirit was your classmate, Luke Teberg. Luke passed away tragically in November. Luke was a charismatic, mature, and gifted young man. He was such a positive influence in our school community and touched the lives of both students and staff. A member of our National Honor Society, he was invested in our engineering program. He was an integral part of our robotics team. Also a member of our National Honor Society. He even picked up tennis along the way. He led a selfless life representative of his family that also embodied the code of the Boy Scouts. He is sorely missed by all of us. While we struggled with Luke's passing, it was his family that amazingly gave us strength in their most difficult time. We are joined tonight by his father Ray, brother John, sister Cecilia, and his extended family. And just as Luke, your class will always be remembered for your involvement and opportunities availed to you. You were invested in rigorous course offerings, selected technical majors, national organizations, clubs, and athletics. In the classroom, you achieved greatly. You benefited from our dedicated faculty, from our teaching staff to our guidance department, all the way to your dean and class advisor, Mr. Carey. Again, you built relationships. You showed trust in their leadership, and you flourished. You lived by our school mission to think for yourself, work together, and share with the world. Many of you have invested yourself in our technical majors. You took advantage of internships, co-ops, and have earned certificates of proficiency in your field of study. You earned certifications, secured placements in our local trade unions, and gained employment in your area of expertise. Now, I please ask that all current and former members of the military who are in attendance today to rise and remain standing. And I now ask members of the class of 2019 who have enlisted in our armed forces to please join them. We thank you all for your past and future service. Thank you. Outside of the classroom, and it's really what made Quincy High School a different place. You invested yourself in our numerous clubs and activities and extended your day, truly making QHS your home. Your participation gave you an opportunity to further delve into your interests, and again, our school benefited from your involvement. You were awarded medals, trophies, and garnered state and regional recognition for your efforts. In the athletic arena, you took to heart the true meaning of being a scholar athlete. You balanced all the responsibilities and expectations of the classroom with the responsibilities to your teams. You boasted tournament teams in girls volleyball, boys soccer, boys hockey, girls basketball, and boys basketball. You were recognized by the Patriot League as All-Stars, Most Valuable Players, and Scholar Athletes. You represented us well wearing blue and white. I'm certainly proud of the part that our staff and the staff of Quincy Public Schools has played in your education. At this time, I would like to recognize the retirement of 5 dedicated people. Band director, Rich Keneally. School nurse, Sheila McGrath. Business teacher, Lucy Spellman. Metal fabrication teacher, Dennis Tebow. And our Dean Secretary, Marie Cunoff. We are all grateful for the mentorship, the care, and dedication they have given to our school and community throughout their careers. And of course, none of this is possible. I would like to congratulate our families on this special night. We are ever appreciative of the support you have shown, not only for your students, but to the QPS family as well. Thank you. Class of 2019, you are a special group that has left an indelible mark with significant and long-lasting contributions to our school and community. You have started many initiatives that will carry on for years to come, proving that tradition never graduates. The time has arrived for your next adventure. Proceed with confidence and conviction, and know that we will continue to follow you as proud alumni of Quincy High School. Honor your family, embrace your friendships, and may you achieve success and happiness in all you pursue. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce to you the president of the Quincy High School Student Council, Aiden Murphy. Aiden will be attending the University of Massachusetts at Amherst this fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to introduce to you the Mayor of the City of Quincy and Chairman of the Quincy School Committee, the Honorable Mayor Thomas P. Koch.
Thank you, and good evening, everybody. It's an honor and privilege to bring the greeting of the city. Superintendent Cristofaro, Deputy Superintendent Mulvey, Principal Taglieri, to our faculty and staff of our system, particularly Quincy High tonight, my colleagues in government, to the families and friends of our graduates, but most importantly, to the graduate class of Quincy High School. We offer our congratulations on a job well done. I've often said publicly there are two favorite nights as chair of the school committee that I enjoy. One was last night and one is tonight. Because it really is a fulfillment of the commitment of our Quincy Public Schools to each of you to provide to you an opportunity to succeed. So whether it was the traffic supervisor, the bus driver, the cafeteria worker, the nurse, the coach, the custodial staff, your teachers, your principals, from kindergarten right up through tonight, they've all contributed to where you are this evening. And I thank the Quincy Public School family for the great work that they do. Personally, congratulations to each of you. Remember, you are who you are because you've been loved. Loved by your Creator, God, who's created you with great talent and gifts. Loved by your family and your friends. Loved by the Quincy Public Schools. There's a sign in a businessman in Quincy, he's a very successful businessman, that says, the harder you work, the luckier you are. So work hard. And be kind. We're all part of that same human family. Be kind to one another. And lastly, this is a great tool, but it's not your friend. Put it down once in a while. Congratulations, graduates. God bless you and all you do.
Thank you, Mayor Koch. Please welcome the Student Council Vice President of the Class of 2019, Albert James McGilvery. AJ will be attending Curry College in the fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to introduce to you tonight the Vice Chairman of the Quincy School Committee, Emily Lebo.
Good evening, Quincy High School Class of 2019, family, friends, faculty, and invited guests. I'm honored to be here representing your school committee, some of whom are here with me tonight. Anthony Andronico, Paul Bergoli, Doug Gattro, and Kathy Hubley. The school committee works with school leadership and families to provide you with a strong base. We have academic requirements to be sure all of you develop strong roots. And when I think of those strong roots, it reminds me of the American actor, playwright, and filmmaker Tyler Perry in his tree analogy. Mr. Perry looks at the people in his life and gives them the tree test. Leaf people he describes as those who are only there for a season. You can't depend upon them, but they do give you shade and beauty. They take what they need, but as soon as it gets cold or a little wind blows in your life, they are gone. Mr. Perry tells us that you can't blame them. It's just who they are. Branch people, though, are strong, but you still have to be careful with them. They're stronger than leaves. They will stick around through most seasons, but if you go through a storm or two in your life, it is possible you could lose them. They break away when it gets tough. And you really, really must test out those branch people before you run out there and put your weight on them. But again, Mr. Perry tells us, you can't be mad at them, it's just who they are. But root people. Mr. Perry says that if you can find some people in your life who are like the roots of a tree, then you have found something really special. Like the roots of a tree, they are hard to find because they are not trying to be seen. Their only job is to hold you up and help you live a strong and healthy life. And if you go through an awful storm, they will hold you up and nourish you, feed you, and water you. Trees have many leaves and many branches, but few roots. I know that we in the Quincy Public Schools, along with your families, are now a part of your root system. And we know that you are now ready to branch out, blossom, and find your pathway. As you move out into this exciting new world, run the people you meet through the tree test. And please, be sure to find the root people to keep you grounded. Congratulations.
Thank you, Vice Chair Lebo. I now present the salutatorian of the class of 2019, Leslie Sheehy Chen. Leslie will be attending Boston University in the fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to introduce to you tonight the City Council President and Friend to Education, Mr. Brad Kroll.
Good evening to the class of 2019. Before I begin my brief remarks, I just wanted to introduce some of our friends and my colleagues here with us this evening, sitting behind me on the platform, beginning with Norfolk County District Attorney Michael Morrissey, State Senator John Keenan, State Representative Bruce Ayers, State Representative Taki Chan. From Quincy College, the Quincy College President Michael Bellotti. My colleagues on the Quincy City Council, Ward 1 Councilor David McCarthy. Ward 6 Councilor Bill Harris. Councilor at Large Nina Liang. Chairwoman of the Education Committee for the City Council, Councilor at Large and graduate of Quincy High School Class of '83, Councilor Ann Mahoney. Councilor at Large, 1993 graduate of Quincy High School and member of the Football Hall of Fame, Councilor at Large Noel DeBona. And most importantly, graduates, how about a thunderous Quincy High School round of applause for your parents and loved ones sitting out here in the audience this evening. Thank you all for your hard work. So I come here today as a proud parent of young children and also a graduate of the Quincy Public School System's Quincy High School class of 1998. These days, I find myself watching a lot of Disney movies, where, surprisingly, I find quite a few snippets of wisdom. Show of hands, how many people have seen the movie Finding Nemo? Everybody, right? So, you remember the scene in the movie where Marlin lost the snorkel, which contained the address to where Nemo was taken, and he feels completely lost? At this point, his friend Dory tells him, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Having this mindset leads them both to finding the mask with the address that later leads them to Nemo. This is not only the turning point of the movie, but really sets the table for a great life lesson. We are here on a day that will be a clear reference point for you throughout your life. I know that getting to this day required a lot of hard work, sacrifice, and discipline. You did it because you were willing to put in the work necessary to get here and did not take no for an answer. You did it because you were developing the personality trait of perseverance. Perseverance is finding the courage to continue to move forward. Perseverance is developing the ability to change your course when you find you're on the wrong path. Perseverance is keeping a destination clear in your mind, regardless of the obstacles that are presented to you. Perseverance is to just keep swimming. As we conclude today's program and go back to our daily lives, it is important to remember there are so many people in this stadium here tonight that support you. Take the time to stay in touch. These relationships you have forged over the last 4 years have given you a great foundation. Whether you're leaving to enter the workforce, enlist in the military, or pursue a degree, there will be challenges coming your way. When these challenges arise, connect with those people you trust and ask for their advice. Take their advice and smash through those walls and obstacles that are in front of you. And when you find that success that you're looking for, remember to pull your peers up with you. Perseverance is not for the rich, the exceptionally talented, the privileged, or the famous, but rather it is available to all of us. So when the tides of life get high and the waves tumultuous, Stick to your goals and just keep swimming. Your future is bright, class of 2019, and please, 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 if there is anything that we can do to help you, the door to the City Council is always open. God bless you all.
Thank you, Council President Kroll. Please welcome Senior Class Treasurer Gianna Francesini to the podium to acknowledge our special guests. Gianna will be attending Eastern Nazarene College in the fall.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, over the years, clergy, elected officials, Quincy Public Schools administrators, principals, the superintendent's leadership team, directors and coordinators past and present, official of our parent organizations, and friends of Quincy High School have been invited to attend graduation ceremonies. This year, once again, we would like to recognize this distinguished group for their continued dedicated service to the students of the Quincy Public Schools. They are seated to my right. Thank you for your continued service and dedication to the youth of Quincy. Thank you. You will now hear from our valedictorian, Samantha Rochelle Van Gestel.
Good evening, class of 2019. Today, as we all know, is a major turning point in our lives, one that would not exist without the help of the teachers, friends, and family that you see around you. I know everyone is restless, so I'll make this as quick as I can. Trust me, I really want it to be over too. I should start by saying congratulations, but I know you've heard a lot of that recently. And me, a face among the hundreds of graduates here, should not be the one to tell you that. We all have spent the past 4 years at Quincy High doing similar and yet completely different things that led us all here today. Quincy High School has brought each person different experiences, different memories, and different goals for the future. From prom and homecoming to amazing teachers, I'm sure everyone has at least a few things that pop into your head. I personally have so many things that I will never forget. Things like cheerleading that has been a major part of my life for almost 10 years now. We got 5th at States this year, which is a first for Quincy High. There is also the National Business Honor Society that started a t-shirt business out of Miss Martin's classroom. This has brought in thousands of dollars, all of which will be donated to charities. It also served as an excuse to see Miss Martin more often, as I'm sure anyone who has met her can understand. This year, even though we only got 2 snow days, we as a class were still lucky enough to have now had 2, but soon to be 3, Boston Sports Championships our senior year. It's hard to imagine what it would be like to not live in a winning city where it's a normal thing to have half the school absent for a parade. This year specifically has brought huge changes for everyone, and it seemed to have flown by. Some of us applied to college and had to choose our homes for the next 4 years with the weight of tuition hanging over our heads. Some of us have decided to enlist in the military to make sacrifices for our country. Some have joined unions or the workforce to contribute to and improve our community. No matter what your plan for the upcoming months is, we have all had to attempt to answer the age-old question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And while some may know better than others, we are all not sure what the next year or 10 will bring. I definitely am not. But what we do know is that we are capable of accomplishing whatever we set our mind to. Your presence here today is proof of that, and if you believe you can, you will. These past 4 years at Quincy High have helped build you into the person you are today, but the greatest credit goes to the people that raised you, taught you, and grew up with you. They dealt with your good and bad days, your mistakes, and your accomplishments. So even though we are leaving Quincy High, there is comfort in knowing that these people will be with you forever. With that, I need to take a moment to thank all of the people that have carried me to this point. My mom for being the single most strong person I know, and my brother and sister for the endless laughs, my grandmother and aunts for the love and support. I also need to mention the people that couldn't be here today. My grandfather, Bobby Gora, for doing Sudoku with me every Saturday before I could even read, and who I'm reminded of every morning as I would drive his old Buick to school. And to Luke T-Burge, who left an everlasting mark on this class in this school. He was one of the first friendly faces I saw at Quincy High freshman year. Everyone who knew him can easily think back to a time when Luke showed his selfless and genuinely kind character. He was always willing to listen, offer advice, and help in any way he could, so much so that we would go to Blue Hills or sit on the seawall just to listen to me rant. He was truly one of a kind and will be missed forever. So class of 2019, when you're walking across that stage, remember all the people that helped you get there. Be proud of what you've accomplished and know it is only the beginning. I wish everyone the best of luck and thank you.
Great job, Sam. Great job. Beautiful. Thank you, Samantha. Samantha will be attending Bentley University this fall. And to present the graduates of the class of 2019, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Quincy Public Schools and alumnus of Quincy High School, Dr. Richard DeCristofaro. That's you. It's you. You knew it was going to be you. Get this out of your way.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Well, good evening, everyone. Sorry about the snow days, Samantha. Sorry. It's okay. Proud graduates, your family and friends, Principal Taglieri, Assistant Principal Murray, dedicated Quincy High School staff, superintendent's leadership team, and principals that are here, Deputy Superintendent Mulvey, Mayor Tom Koch, Vice Chair Emily Lebo, Quincy School Committee members, City Council President Brad Kroll, Quincy City Council, state and county elected officials, District Attorney Morrissey, Quincy College President Mike Bellotti. Also want to especially thank Mike Dracchio and his security staff, Chief Paul Keenan, and police officers that are here this evening, Commissioner of Public Buildings Paul Hines and Kevin Murphy, who've done an outstanding job getting us ready for this evening. So it certainly is an honor to be your superintendent, to congratulate you, all of you, on this exceptional accomplishment and milestone. You have worked so hard to be here this evening, so you richly deserve the praise and recognition. I have to share that this school system has changed so much since I was a student just 3 or 4 decades ago, the mighty class of 1970. So there are so many more opportunities today to achieve in the arts and the academics and the technical and career education, in athletics, so many more opportunities to serve others, more in-depth transitions to the world of work and to higher education. You have taken full advantage of these opportunities and certainly are ready for future success. For that, be ever so thankful for family and friend support and the attentive and caring encouragement and learning the Quincy Public Schools professional staff and administrators have offered you pre-kindergarten through 12. In fact, 65% of the graduating class here this evening attended our first full day kindergarten. So thank you for attending. Thank you, parents, for sending them. And good luck this morning, this afternoon, this evening. So as graduates of the Quincy Public Schools, you have fulfilled the City of Quincy's and Quincy School Committee's educational promise to each and every one of you and been a part of a surround care. Quincy's thoughtful, meaningful, delicate balance of habits of the mind and habits of the heart. Underscoring rigorous study, accentuating service to others, and embracing diversity and respect, and most of all, kindness. As you graduate this evening, continue to work hard because there is no substitute for work ethic. Continue to believe in yourselves, believe in your family and friends, because ultimately, it is those relationships, those connections that will significantly contribute to life's happiness and success. So you work hard, you believe, and you dream. You dream of anything you want to be in life. And Dr. Seuss is not here this evening, but Dr. Seuss shared in the past, he said, congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You are off and away. You have your brains in your head and you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're off on your own and you know what you know, and you are the person who will decide where to go. Our city and our school system will always be proud of the class of 2019. Thank you. Mayor Koch, Vice Chair Lebo, and members of the Quincy School Committee, I am pleased and honored as superintendent of schools in this great city to inform you that the graduates assembled before you have fulfilled all requirements of the Quincy School Committee. Therefore, at this time, I recommend to you that they be graduated from the Quincy Public Schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent DeCristofaro. I would now ask that Mrs. McGady proceed to the podium for the awarding of the diplomas, and I'd also ask that our school committee proceed to their places for the awarding of the diplomas to congratulate the class of 2019. For those of you who wish to take pictures, please do not block the view of others or come down into the aisles on the floor of the field. There will be ample opportunity to do so at the conclusion of the ceremony.
Graduates, we will now proceed with the awarding of the diplomas for the class of 2019. Marshals, please ready your lines. Samantha Rochelle Van Gestel, valedictorian, National Honor Society. Leslie Shi-Yi Chen, salutatorian, National Honor Society. Dean John Siroy Watts, class president. Anne Feng-Ye Ballard, class vice president, National Honor Society. Megan Rose Davis, class secretary, National Honor Society. Gianna Ann Franciscini, class treasurer. Aiden Patrick Murphy, student council president. Albert James McGilvery, student council vice president. Cindy Track, student council secretary, National Honor Society secretary. Maeve Bridget Collins, student council treasurer, National Honor Society. Ajijola Oluwa Olufumi Laguda, president, National Honor Society. Nolan Anthony Walker, Vice President, National Honor Society. Sarah Lynn McDonald, Treasurer, National Honor Society. Colin James McDonald, Historian, National Honor Society. Joseph Thomas Amandalare, National Honor Society. Abigail Marie Amichetti, National Honor Society, perfect attendance. Catherine Beverly Anderson, National Honor Society. Abigail Ann Barker, National Honor Society. Tiffany Singh Chen Chen, National Honor Society. Amy Evgeny Dacey, National Honor Society. Joseph Thomas Desmond, National Honor Society. Kumudini Devala, National Honor Society. Theo William Fox, National Honor Society. Alan Tuan Ha, National Honor Society. Catherine Ann Hall, National Honor Society. Mei Huang, National Honor Society. Christine Lee, National Honor Society, perfect attendance. Austin Lee, National Honor Society. Vivian Lee, National Honor Society. Taylor Alexia Lowe, National Honor Society. Eamon John Mayo, National Honor Society. Adam Evan Nelson, National Honor Society. Daniel Morgan O'Leary, National Honor Society. Stephen Tuan Pham, National Honor Society. Lindsay Ann Sheridan, National Honor Society. Matthew James Sheridan, National Honor Society. Lisa Tweed Tran, National Honor Society, perfect attendance. Yu Tao Wu, National Honor Society. William Bradford Zargis, National Honor Society. Xiao Xuan Zhang, National Honor Society, perfect attendance. Maggie Zhang, National Honor Society, Vocational Student of the Year. Tina Zhao, National Honor Society. Hannah Marie Adams. Kiara Elizabeth Adkins. Robert Duval Acquelli. Kiara Aguilar. Sarah Louise Ainsley. Seidan Aizasham. Jonathan Michael Albert. Emily Al-Khatib. Isabella Grace Allegro. Aliaman Ade Al-Sad. Juliana Rose Andrade. Tabassum Anawar. George Luis Arundel Pimentel. Andrew McPherson Artinian. Sarah Abdullah. Misha Rose Ayer. Megan Nicole Bailey. Jacob James Ball. Nicole Marie Ballerino. Abigail Pearl Barry. Lainey Samantha Barry. Carla Eduarda Bember. Albie Biba. Holly Blois, perfect attendance. Robert Mark Blowers. Nakaya Angel Bogarty. Jonathan David Bousquet. Brianna Faith Broderick. Alyssa Marie Brolin. Cody Nicholas Brown. Olivia Marie Brown. Nilson Yoel Francisco Burgos. Nick Burrow. James Thomas Butler. Lynn Marie Butler. Joseph Butts. Angel Quesachana Ortiz. Giovanna Marie Calabro. Joseph James Camara. Zach Aiden Carson. Ryan Michael Carter. Nicholas George Cedrone. Ryan Francis Cephalo. Edic Centeo Fernandez. Edson Centeo Fernandez. Francisco Namias Chavez Chaco. Kathy Chen. Jack Zhu Hang Chen. Kelly Chen. Natalie Elizabeth Chenette. Jason Michael Chu. Elizabeth Francis Collins. Nora Rose Comerford. Matthew Brian Connolly. Colleen Teresa Connor. Jack Joseph Cook. Alini Sebastiani Pereira Costa Silva Souza. Christian Jason Crowley. Jessica Lee Cruz. Andrew Richard Cudmore. Austin Jeffrey Curry. Brendan George Debrelay. Haley James Davidson. Cassandra Dawn Davis. Jennifer Stephanie Souza de Almeida. Olivia Marie Dean. Cassia Christina de Assis. Aiden James DeBonis. Jack Madden Deary. Alejandra De Freitas. Gavin Joseph DeGust. Giovanna Nicole Del Preet. Samara Montero de Macedo. Yu Ying Deng. Jillian Marie DeVincentis. Isabel Kroger Doherty. Madeline Elizabeth Dorsey. John James Doyle. Robert Leo Dunn IV. Keith Sunji Duong. Guilherme Eller. Lila Elzawi. Robert Familia Jr. Abigail Ellen Fay. Anna Oliveira Ferroni. Dennis Jefferson Flores Leyva. Aiden Wallace Foley. Thomas Joseph Foley Jr. Hannah Clark Ford. Martin Trevor France. Maya Louise Alexis Francis. Barrett Edmund Fraser. Tiana Elizabeth Prisco. Mary Gwyneth Macias Galacia. Shara Maria Galvani. Miguel Angel Garcia. Kyle Gates. Anthony Richard Gaturna. Kaylee Rosemarie Gauthier. Julianne Teresa Gazzola. Aiden James Giacchetti. Caitlin Elizabeth Goff. Wing May Go. Lucas Osvaldo Gomes. Angelica Gonzalez. Robert Bradley Goff. Ethan William Graney. Andrew Dalton Grant. Brian Zachary Grant. Kayla Marie Grollo. Richard Warren Gregory. Tyler Jeffrey Michael Griffin. Sharon Guan. Margaret Mary Garante. Andy Twan Ha. Daniel Winston Hagborg. Andrew Christopher Hamilton. Pei Heng Han. Olivia Jane Haney. George Trent Harrell. Salma Hassan. Rachel Ann Hawley. Kevin Richard Hegarty. Nicholas William Hewer. Rachel Marie Higgins. Robert Hill. Sean Thomas Hill. Kellum An Hong. Mason Alexander Honrado. Dorothy Yun Huang. Jia Ji Huang. Donald Joseph Hurld. Long Thi Hyun. Valeria Isabel Innocenti. Kirsten Ray Irion. Troy Patrick Isaac. Brian Robert Jacobs. Jenna Catherine Jerian. Ethan Charles Johns. Braden Nicole Johnson. Derek Jordan. Brendan Michael Keaveney. Colin Michael Keaveney. James Joseph Keenan Jr. Abdi Khalif. Mariam Yusuf Thomas. Ansari Kokol. Georgie Lako. Franz Lamar. Marcus Christopher Leptise. Megan Bailey Latini. Maxine Hao Yi Lau. Sarah Khan Lee. Alan Gerard Leahy. Tyree Devin Leggett. Sarah DeShevitz LeMay. Christopher James Leo. Lilia Rose Leonard. Tiffany Lee. Abigail Taylor Little. Carmina Cielo Ambiong Yaga. Andy Chen Lowe. Vivian Chen Lowe, perfect attendance. Michael Philip Lamano. Anderson Emmanuel Lopez Moniz. Jack Vin Lee. Griffin Thomas Lynch. Megan Elise Lyons. Cameron Frederick McNeil. Daniel James Mayer. Robin Castor Malenbaum. Emily Michelle Manson. Gina Marie Marcello. Yusuf Masood. Joseph Nassim Matta. Luana Maxiamano Martins. Naima Kamali Maynard. Catherine Rose Mayo. Kyle Finn McCann. Matthew Paul McFarlane. Cecilia Jane McGee. Emma Lynn McGillicuddy. Mark Francis McKenna. Julia Marie McQuaid. Ryan Andrew Mealy. Matthew Peter Mercurio. Jill Manor Michelin. Bruno Maju Uwuma. Xavier Alexander Molina. Selmisa Hisa Montero Tavares. Nicholas Mark Musick. Ryan Ruvidich Moreau. Megan Marion Mulhern. Kyle Miguel Mullen Lopez. Abigail Helen Murphy. Daniel Morgan Murphy. Nicholas John Murray. Nicholas Mistonatsios. Patrick Thomas Nazaro. Kyra Elena Neves Revere. Stanley No. Benson Nguyen. Bill Nguyen. Brandon Duc Nguyen. Dang Hong Sun Huyn. Jennifer Nguyen. Kathy Nguyen. Kiet Tuan Nguyen. London Pham Huang. Nina Nguyen. Stephen Van Nguyen. Tony Nguyen. Jenna Nielsen. Elton Wang Nim. Amber Sue Norton. Matthew Paul O'Brien. Robert William O'Brien. Aiden Patrick O'Connell. Brian Thomas O'Connor. Alana Mary O'Flaherty. Kyle David Ullman. Joseph Walter O'Neill. Allison Rose O'Reilly. Olivia Nicole Orseno. TJ Ortiz. Kyan Main Osorio. Sheelans Stanley Austin. Alexander Leo Willett. Nicholas Andrew Willett. Olivia Abigail Pagliarulo. Brandon Elijah Palmerin. Rodney Pat Parisian. Haley Lynn Parrish. Gianna Marie Parsons. Kendrick Antoine Peebles. Nicola Penco. Emma Rochelle Peterson. Brian Pham. Mi Lin Pham. Hunter Thomas Plouffe. Ryan Peyton Paulsgrove. Ashley Marie Pruitt. Tiana Marie Pringle. Sophia Christine Ragusa. Victor Leonardo Raimundo. Shelley Elizabeth Ramirez. Chase Brenton Reardon. Brian Thomas Riley. Evan Robert Reynolds. Brian Rivera. Hannah Elizabeth Robinson. Unique Robinson. Paul Daniel Roach. Carlos Giovan Roman. Andrew Joseph Rooney. Elizabeth Adrian Roos. Daniel Carlin Rose. Raymond Joseph Rose. Evan Connor Ross. Nicholas Joseph Rue. Andy Thomas Ryan. William Michael Ryan. Andrew James Santos. Samantha Skepa. Cole Patrick Schaff. Jason Richard Scipilio. Andrew David Scott. Kevin Lucio Seguera Centeo Lopez. Attilio Dominic Sheldoni. Selma Shima. Malik Cristiano Silva. Corbin Simoni. Brendan Doyle Smith. Rachel Ann Smith. Stephanie Paola Soto. Joseph Spano. Nathaniel McCoy Steinberg Johnson. Hannah Margaret Stengel. Robert William Stevenson Jr. Shane Mark Stokes. Journey Strobel. Amanda Grace Sullivan. Amani Perry Sumter. Kaylee Rose Susanetti. Peggy May K. Tam. Manush Tandon. Henry Ty. Emily Marie Thorpe. McGuire Elizabeth Tierney. Kyle Stephen Tobin. Kristen Marie Topali. Aaron Tran. David Day Tran. Lily T. Tran. Dan Tran. Michael Dillian Travers. Alan Peter Van Gorder. Jalen Anthony Varela. Dominic Benjamin Venuti. Maria Alejandro Villalon. Graham Todd Bradenberg. Ariana Ann Vu. Munib Wahid. John David Walsh. Maeve Barbara Walsh. Kevin Dylan Warner. Jason Paul Whalen. Maurice Dante White. Sienna Williams. Jarrell Nathaniel Richard Willis. Nicholas Tyler Wong. Keelani Julene Woodley. Yu Ming Wu. Robert Seth Stephen Zengla. Xing Ying Zhang. Anthony Manyan Zhao. Eric Zhao. Thomas Mancy Zhao. Wen Wei Zhou. Kevin Zhu. Casey Lynn Zimmer. Jacob Daniel Zisk. behalf of the administration, counselors, teachers, and staff of Quincy High School, I would like to congratulate the class of 2019. Graduates, the school committee has certified and awarded your diplomas. Therefore, you may now switch your tassels from the right to the left. Please rise for the singing of the school song. At the end of the song, we will conclude our ceremony with the final presentation of our graduates. Dean Sir Roy Watts, please join me at the podium.
Wonderful performance, I'd have to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Quincy High School graduating class of 2019. So, graduates, after the count of 3, you may throw your caps. Who's ready for this? 1, 2, 3, yeet!
I'm gonna do it this time. I'm not cutting.
You may now join the graduates on the field. Thank you. Have a wonderful and safe evening.